What were you thinking about? You had every opportunity to speak up before I closed her chest. Every opportunity. Suction.
Suction. I'm sorry.
And then you go and confess in front of her husband? You don't even know if you were the cause. You have no idea.
I'm sorry.
During a heart surgery this morning, the intern holding the heart almost fell asleep and accidentally squeezed the patient's heart.
Fortunately, the movement wasn't too big, and the doctors nearby didn't pay much attention.
But after the surgery was done and they put the heart back, the patient's heartbeat didn't resume. The doctors quickly performed electric shock resuscitation on the heart. After some efforts, the patient's heartbeat finally recovered. However, Gray noticed that her fingernail had punctured the glove, and that meant her actions just now might have punctured the patient's heart. Gray told George about this.
My fingernail popped the glove. Cut straight through. George, what if I punctured Mrs. Patterson's heart?
George comforted her, saying, if you really had punctured it, the doctor would have found out during perfusion, so everything's going to be okay. Although George's words made her feel more at ease, she still kept an eye on the patient's condition all the time. Soon, she received the news that the patient was in critical condition. The suture of the patient's wound was bleeding continuously. The chief surgeon rushed over immediately, but all the postoperative indicators were normal. Why did she suddenly become critically ill? Facing these questions, Gray couldn't hold it in any longer.
I popped a glove.
What?
In surgery, when I was holding it, I popped a glove with my fingernail. I think I may have nicked her heart.
The director was quite angry, but what made him angry wasn't that she made a mistake, but that Gray confessed everything in front of the family members before the matter was clear. Soon, the doctors found that the patient's heart wall was extremely thin. The tear was far beyond what a fingernail could cause, so the heart bleeding wasn't Gray's fault at all. But it was too late to find out the truth now. The hospital had already received a lawyer's letter from the family. Gray told the man the truth, but the man said his wife was in great shape and had even lost 100 pounds.
How could anything be wrong?
After hearing this, Gray fell into deep thought. The next day, Gray told the leader that the patient had anorexia. This meant that the patient's fat was decreasing, and even the myocardium was reducing, which led to the heart rupture. But the lawyer insisted that Gray didn't report it in time and still needed to be held accountable for this.
Dr. Gray made a huge error.
And she reported it.
Too late, and in front of the patient's husband.
But she reported it. She spoke up.
The chief surgeon defended Gray with the incident that he accidentally left a towel in a patient's body 5 years ago. He believed that even the greatest doctors could make mistakes. When they made mistakes, they must have the opportunity to speak up instead of remaining silent out of fear of punishment. Eventually, Gray was allowed to stay, but her probation period was extended by 1 month.